Hey, what's going on everyone? It's your boy Redstone9X here and welcome back to another command block tutorial video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do creaking disguise commands in Minecraft. Now the previous one I did was about several months ago back in 2024 called the bogged disguise commands. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Link will be in the description down below after you finish watching this video. So we are continuing the mob disguise series with the brand new mob that has been added to the recent 1.21.4 Garden Awakens update called the Creaking. This new wood-like mob likes to creep up on players when you're not looking at them. Pretty much the opposite reaction of Endermen, whereas Endermen will attack you if you look them in the eyes. Creakings will do the opposite, attack you when you're not looking at them in the eyes. They can only be found in the new biome called the Pale Gardens, and they are spawned in by a block called the Creaking Heart. And as long as that block is around, they are pretty much invincible. Until the Creaking Heart has been broken, or when daylight comes around, the Creakings will be defeated. And now, before I go into more details on what those commands are to make this work, you know the drill. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. And turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that guys, let's begin today's video. Okay guys, so here are all the commands right here. So there's a handful of commands to make this all work out. And as always, I will leave a link in the description down below so you guys can copy and paste them into your world later on. Now, let us begin. So first off, as always, I'm going to demonstrate how this works. I'm going to turn this on and then turn this on and get my Creaking disguise helmet. And get some of these things out. And also these mobs as well. My sword and shields and stake. So first things first, if you guys have been watching my mob disguise series, you'll know how this works, but for those who have not, let me quickly show you a brief summary. So let's say you're being chased by a bunch of Creakings right here.
Get over here!
Seriously, these guys are really fast. And again, the only way to make them stop is if you look at them. But when I put on the Creaking disguise helmet, as you can see, they pretty much stop attacking me, or they lose interest in attacking me. Cause see, I'm turning around and they're not bothering to attack me, because I look like one of them. So aside from the armor set right here, which they all have protection 1 on them, you also get these effects, speed 2 and night vision 2. So good for getting around and seeing in the dark. I also have this Creaking Heart right here, which I'll explain a little later what that's for, but first, let me show you the other thing that involves these 3 mobs. Pillagers, Evokers, and Vindicators. So you guys pretty much know this already, or for those who don't, these 3 mobs in particular are afraid of the Creaking, meaning they'll run away the instant they see one. So when you're near an Vindicator, for example, they'll run away when they're in range of you. And even when you get close, sure they might get at least 1 attack in on you, but then they'll run away. So pretty much at best they'll do like hit and run attacks, but it's not like they're gonna constantly gang up on you, if that makes sense. And the same thing will go with Evokers and Pillagers, but before we spawn them in, let me show you what the Creaking Heart is for. So putting this in the middle of your inventory is important. So as you guys know, that when Creaking spawned in by the Creaking Heart come in, they are pretty much invincible until the Creaking Heart is gone, or when daylight spawns. Let's just say that kind of logic applies with you. So right now, it doesn't do anything because it's daytime. We'll set this to time set night, and that will change it. So as you see, there are particles for a second there. And now, since I have the Creaking Heart in the middle, I also gain fire resistance 2.
Nope.
And you'll see if this Vindicator...
Nope.
will try. Well, if this Vindicator will even hit me. It probably won't, but the idea is that with the Creaking Heart, you not only gain fire resistance, but you also gain instant health. So you're practically invincible during the night, as long as you have the Creaking Heart in the middle of your inventory. Because this Vindicator kept trying to hit me, but I'm literally taking no damage at all. And these particles kind of simulate the particles that Creakings spawn in when they're hit, but not exactly, because the particles that actually work with the Creaking do not really work for this armor set, if that makes sense. So I had to go with the next best thing. But with this armor set, it pretty much provides the perfect defense against all illagers, if that makes sense. So pillagers, get out of here. They'll pretty much run away scared. And same thing with evokers. Okay, granted, the Vexes won't be affected by it, but look at this. I still can't take any damage, as long as it's nighttime. And I got a free Totem of Undying. And this armor set can really be helpful, especially against these Vexes, since they're constantly spawning on you. But they'll eventually go away, since I took out the Invoker. So that's pretty much the idea with this armor set right here. And like I said, if the Creaking Heart is not in the middle of your inventory, you pretty much won't have the invincible effect. See, I started taking damage again. But when you put it back, you pretty much heal yourself up again, and you're pretty much invincible once again. The other way these will deactivate is if it turns to daytime, as I just said. And, as always, when you're not wearing the full armor set. Hold on, let me spawn in some Creakings to show you this. Okay, Mr. Vexkey, please go. I'm trying to explain something here.
Meanwhile.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So anyway, as I was saying, when you take off this helmet, the Creakings, well, after you look at them, will start to attack you again. And that's pretty much how this disguise helmet works. Okay, so now that you've seen all that, let's go over the commands to make this all work out. Okay, so first things first, we need a couple of scoreboard commands to make this all work out. Starting with this one right here. So it's scoreboard objectives add, and then we do creaking _ heart _ shield. And then here you just do minecraft.custom : minecraft.damage _ taken right here. And then this command simply removes that scoreboard if needed. Pretty standard stuff. Okay, now these are the commands which will activate the Creaking disguise helmet. Starting with this one, which will give you night vision when wearing the helmet. So it's execute as at A, and then we do run execute if items entity at A, and then we do armor.head, then you do player _ head, and inside brackets we do custom _ name equals, and inside these color brackets we just do text : then you just put the name Creaking disguise helmet, close all these brackets, and then here you just do run effect to give at S, Minecraft : night vision, for 11 seconds, 1 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. And then this command's the same thing, except this gives you speed 2 for 1 second, 1 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. And then this command gives you the Creaking chestplate. So same first bit as the last one I just showed you, except we do this here. Run item replace entity at P, and then we do armor.chest with, and then you just put in all the information for the special chestplate named Creaking chestplate, as you see here. And then this command's the same thing, except this is for the leggings. So again, same first bit. But here, we want to change this to armor.legs, and then put in all the information for the Creaking leggings, as you see here. And then this command's the same thing, except this is for the boots. So here we want to do armor.feet with, and then put in all the information for the Creaking boots, as you see here. And now this command right here creates a team called Creaking. So again, same first bit as all the others, except we come over here and you just do team add Creaking right over here. And then this command has the user of the helmet join that team, so it's just team join Creaking at P. And then here it has all the Creakings join that team. So same thing as the last one, except we do team join Creaking at E, and inside brackets you do type equals Minecraft : Creaking right here. And then this command right here modifies the team collision rule to never, and I'll explain a little later why that's here. So here you just need to do team modify Creaking, and then you do collision rule and put never at the end. And then this command right here modifies the team's C friendly invisibles to false, which again I'll explain later why that's here. So same thing as the last one with this bit, but then here we want to put in C friendly invisibles, and then you just put false at the end here. Now these next few commands in front of me are responsible for giving you powers from the Creaking Heart when it turns to nighttime. So this first command gives you instant health when the Creaking Heart is in the middle of your inventory. And by the way, make sure you have this daylight detector right over here for these commands to work. When it's blue, it means it'll detect when it's nighttime, if that makes sense. So same first bit as the last few I just showed you, except we come over here and do this. Run execute if entity at P, and inside brackets we do MBT equals, inside curly brackets we do inventory : and inside these brackets we do slot : 22B, which is the middle of your inventory, and then you do ID : Minecraft : Creaking _ heart. And then here we just do run effective give add S Minecraft : instant health for 1 second, 4 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. And then this command is exactly the same, except this is for fire resistance. So here we just do 1 second, 1 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect as well. And then this command right here gives you resistance when the Creaking Heart is in the middle of your inventory. Now you guys might have noticed that the resistance effect didn't show earlier. That's because this one is for taking 0 fall damage, if that makes sense. Because obviously you already have the instant health to prevent any usual damage. So this is just to prevent any fall damage. So same first bit as the last one I just showed you, except we need to do this here. Run execute as at R at S if block, and then we do 3 squiggly lines like this with -3 here, Minecraft : air, and then here you just do run effective give add S Minecraft : resistance for 1 second, 5 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. And now this next command right here activates the Creaking Heart's shield scoreboard, when, of course, the Creaking Heart is in the middle of your inventory. So it's execute at P, and inside brackets we do team equals Creaking, and then here we just do the same thing about the Creaking Heart, and then here we just do run execute as at A, and inside brackets we do scores equals, and inside curly brackets we do Creaking _ heart _ shield equals 1, 2 dots at the end, close both brackets, and then here we just do run scoreboard player set at E, and inside brackets we just put in the same thing as before, and then put the same scoreboard name here with 0 at the end here. And then this command right here creates an orange dust particle effect. So same first bit, except we do this here. Run particle Minecraft : dust, and inside brackets we do color : and inside brackets we do 1.000, 0.000 580, comma 0.161, close the bracket, and then you do scale equals 1, close this curly bracket, and then we do 3 squiggly lines like this with 1 here, and then just do 0.5 4 times with 50 at the end here. And then this one's the same thing, except this is for the gray particle effect. So same bit at the end, except we need to come over here to the colors, and you just want to put 0.502, comma 0.502, comma 0.502. Pretty much that same number 3 times, and then scale, of course, is 1. And then this command simply resets the scoreboard. So it's just scoreboard players reset at A, creaking underscore heart underscore shield. And make sure you set this command to unconditional as well. Otherwise, the command will not work properly. Okay, so now we're going to come over to these next few commands right here. This is pretty much the commands that allow you to chase away Vindicators, Evokers, and Pillagers when they come near you. Starting with this one, which will detect if there are Vindicators near you. So same first bit as the last few I just showed you, except we do this here. Run, execute if entity at E, and inside brackets we do type equals micro:, Vindicator, and then here we just do distance equals 0.12. So this pretty much means any Vindicators within a 12 block radius will be affected by this. And this one's the same thing, except it's for Evokers. And then this one's the same thing, except this is for Pillagers. So then you have redstone comparators like this, with redstone repeaters leading into these next two right in front of me. This summons the Creaking essence. So this pretty much is an invisible creaking that spawns on you to chase away those 3 mobs. So this is pretty much why we had the collision rule and also C-friendly invisibles there, just so that you don't really see them. So anyway. So here you just do summon, creaking, and then do 3 squiggly lines like this, with 1 here. And then you just put in all the information for the creaking essence, as you see here. And then you have a redstone torch, like this, leading into this next command, which will get rid of the creaking essence. Which will only happen if you're out of range of the 3 mobs that you're trying to chase away, if that makes sense. So it's execute at P, and then we do run kill at E, type equals creaking, and then we do name equals creaking essence right here. So then this next command right here teleports the creaking essence to the user. So this first bit is pretty much the same as the last few I just showed you. Except we come over here and do this. Run TP at E, and then we do type equals creaking, comma name equals creaking essence, and then here we just do at E, type equals player, and then we do team equals creaking, limit equals 1. So now these last few commands in front of me pretty much get rid of certain items and do certain things when the helmet is off. Starting with this one, which will remove the creaking chest plate when the helmet is off. So it's execute as at A, and inside brackets we do MBT equals, inside curly brackets we do inventory colon, and inside these brackets we do slot colon 103B, which is the slot number for the helmet, close these brackets, and make sure you put this exclamation mark right here, so this will mean if you're not wearing anything. And then here you just do run clear at P, and then you just put in all the information for the creaking chest plate, as you see here. And then this command's the same thing, except this is for the creaking leggings, as you see here. Then this command is the same thing, except this gets rid of the creaking boots when the helmet is off. And then this last command right here pretty much removes the creaking team if the helmet is off. So same first bit as all the others, except we do this. Run team remove creaking. And yeah, that is pretty much creaking disguise commands in Minecraft. And that, my friends, is gonna wrap up for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. And turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next week in the next one. Goodbye.